Hello, my name's Tim LeBon, and I'm the author of a new book, 365 Ways to Be More Stoic. And over the next year, I'd like to guide you through these 365 ways by a series of videos on this YouTube channel, Stoic Life Coaching. If you've got hold of the book, I hope these videos will help you, but also could be helpful even if you don't get hold of the book and just like watching these videos for free. So why should you do that? Why should you learn 365 ways to be more stoic? Well, I think there are a number of reasons, of which those are four. And should we hear a bit more about them? So sometimes it's presented as if we've got this kind of tragic choice in life. Either you can be selfish and be happy and have lots of pleasure and fun, or else you can be a good person and have a lot of purpose and a lot of meaning and be an ethical person. Now, that would be a shame, wouldn't it? Because you'd have to make a choice. But the Stoics didn't believe that that choice was necessary. They think that if you are more stoic, you will both be happier and be a better version of yourself with more purpose, better ethically. And it wasn't just they who thought that. Our research into Stoicism endorses this. That people who live like a Stoic for just a week report high levels of life satisfaction, more purpose, and more ethical life. So Stoicism provides a win-win. So what is this evidence I'm referring to? So I'm a Director of Research for Modern Stoicism, and we've been running Stoic Weeks for the last 10 years. And if you sign up for Stoic Week, you live like a Stoic for every day in that week. You do a little bit of reading about Stoicism. You do some Stoic exercises. And we give you some questionnaires to do at the beginning and end of the week. And so we can tell whether this impacts people at all. And overall, these are the findings. It's been consistently positive. For 2021, for instance, 14% increase on average in life satisfaction, and a massive 21% reduction in negative emotions such as anger, sadness, anxiety. So that's pretty powerful stuff. Why should this be the case? So what we've done in modern Stoicism and what I've tried to do in this book, 365 Ways to Be More Stoic, is to provide a happy marriage of ancient wisdom and modern psychology. So the ancient Stoics, people like the last good emperor, Marcus Aurelius, the freed slave, Epictetus, and Seneca, wrote a lot of really good stuff that speaks to us today, still provides lots of good insights. And you may not know that over 50 years ago, a group of, or several psychoanalysts became dissatisfied with Freudian methods. And where did they turn to? They turned to the ancient Stoics, and particularly some of the ideas of that it's the way we look at things that impact us rather than the things themselves, which you can find in Epictetus. And from this, Beck and Ellis created what has become known as cognitive behavioral psychotherapy, CBT. And I mean, that's helped thousands of people. It's got a huge evidence base. And if you've got a psychological problem such as anxiety or depression, then CBT is the place to go to get help. So I see this as a great synthesis and symbiosis between ancient Stoicism, which gave to CBT, and then we as modern Stoics can draw on some of these modern CBT techniques, evidence-based techniques, which may well be, you might find the seeds of them in the ancient Stoic writings, but they might be just taken a little bit further by contemporary psychologists. So we can draw on those. And similarly, about 30 years ago, another group of psychologists led by Martin Seligman, they thought all this stuff with cognitive behavioral therapy was great, but what about the person that hasn't got a psychological disorder? Has modern psychology got anything to say to help us flourish more? And they came up with a resounding yes, created a discipline called positive psychology, which is something that I've taken a great interest since its foundation. and written a book about it called Achieve Your Potential with Positive Psychology. Now, one of the things that those psychologists do is they do a lot of empirical study into how to become more courageous, more self-controlled, more compassionate, more self-compassionate. And these are the virtues, some of the virtues that the ancient Stoics advise us to cultivate. So what does this mean? It means that whilst the ancient Stoics came up with lots of good ideas about how to be more stoic, positive psychology can help us take this a step further. It's quite exciting, isn't it? How these three disciplines can reinforce each other. And last but not least, I hope over the next year we're going to have a lot of fun. So in the book and in these videos, we're going to be hearing about real life examples of how these ancient and modern Stoics have put these ideas into practice and how it's helped them and can help you. People have started to tell me that they've been reading an entry from the book over their morning coffee. So if you can somehow incorporate it into your routine in a way that works for you, that will be a lot of fun. And last fun fact for today is that the number one character quality that we've found in our research to be associated with Stoicism, it's not what you think it might be. You might think it might be wisdom or persistence or maybe kind of resilience. Well, all of those are very positive for Stoics, but the number one has been found to be zest. So if you live like a Stoic, you will not only likely to be happier, to be more purposeful, to be a better version of yourself, you're also likely to be more enthusiastic. So I look forward to being in touch with you in the next year. And if you'd like to stay in touch, you can subscribe to these videos on Stoic Life Coaching, and also you can contact me or stay in touch via Instagram, Facebook. There's my website, www.timlebon.com. You can contact me by email at stoic@timlebon.com, and you can get hold of the book if you like from Amazon and all good bookstores. So until next time, it's bye from me.